Alex here on the OKTV Today YouTube channel with another video. In this video, you will get the breakdown of the Odyssey. Christopher Nolan is the writer, producer, and director of the forthcoming epic fantasy action movie, The Odyssey, which is based on Homer's epic poem of the same name. The picture, which was produced by Nolan's production firm Syncopy and distributed by Universal Pictures, stars Matt Damon as Odysseus, the ancient Greek ruler of Ithaca. It chronicles his return home following the Trojan War to rejoin his wife, Penelope, who is most likely portrayed by Anne Hathaway. Damon is costumed like a warrior and facing away from the camera in the just published poster. In the Odyssey, Odysseus, king of Ithaca, journeys home for 10 years following the Trojan War. He runs into several dangers and learns of his crewmates' death along the route. Major characters include Athena, Zeus, Poseidon, Zeus, Telemachus, Odysseus' son, who would be a good fit for Tom Holland, and Penelope, Odysseus' wife, who might be played by Anne Hathaway again. Odysseus spent 20 years traveling and battling far from home in Homer's epic The Odyssey. Mentor, an old and reliable friend, raised Telemachus, the boy he abandoned as a baby in arms throughout that period. In order to finish the education of young Telemachus, the goddess Athena, who may be portrayed by Zendaya in this film, came to visit him in disguise as a mentor. Together they set out to find out more about his father. Penelope waits 20 long years for her husband Odysseus to return from Troy in the Odyssey. She has to raise their son and ward off the advances of several unsavory suitors throughout that period. She keeps herself intact for a long time by claiming that she cannot be married again until she has completed making a funeral shroud for her elderly father-in-law. But she surreptitiously untangles what she makes every day, every night. As a result, Penelope seems to be the ideal patient, devoted wife, and she could be utilizing her astute intelligence to maintain this image. Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron, Benny Safdie, and Jon Bernthal all play significant parts in this movie in addition to Matt Damon. Following the release of his last film, Oppenheimer 2023, Nolan announced in October 2024 that he was working on his next project at Universal. It was revealed in December to be an adaptation of Homer's Odyssey, and casting took place in the months that followed. Beginning in late February 2025, filming will take place in Italy, Morocco, and the United Kingdom. It is expected to be the most costly movie in Nolan's career with a $250 million production budget. A portion of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey filming will take place in Sicily, which academics believe served as the setting for Odysseus' travels in Homer's epic from the 8th century BCE. The Sicilian segment of Nolan's Odyssey is scheduled to begin filming in about 2 months on the island of Favignana, sometimes referred to as God Island, which is said to be the location where Homer imagined Odysseus landing with his ragtag company to cook goats and restock on provisions. Off the west coast of Sicily, the picturesque island is a part of Idagi archipelago. In the film Oppenheimer, Matt Damon and Christopher Nolan both participated in the dramatization of the life of J. Robert Oppenheimer, the physicist who had a significant role in the creation of the atomic bombs that ended World War II. According to a number of reports, Nolan, who is employing brand new IMAX film technology to shoot The Odyssey, is also probably going to shoot parts of the high-profile epic in Sicily's Elion Island. However, Favignana will host the majority of the Sicilian filming for the legendary action film. Morocco and the United Kingdom are the other confirmed sites for the movie. Hollywood firm Universal, which is supporting the movie, said on social media Monday that Homer's foundational saga will be filmed using brand new IMAX film technology, and that Christopher Nolan's next film, The Odyssey, is a mythic action epic shot across the world. According to the studio, the movie will be released in July 2026. When it was announced in October that Spider-Man's Tom Holland was in negotiation to co-star with Matt Damon, It was the first indication that Nolan was working on a new movie after the 7th Oscar-winning Oppenheimer, after his previous collaboration with Warner Bros. Ended when the company briefly abandoned exclusive cinema distribution during COVID pandemic. Nolan has decided to remain with Oppenheimer producers Universal. The giant-scale IMAX format has long been a favorite of Nolan's, who have used it in movies like Dunkirk, Interstellar, and The Dark Knight Rises. The Odyssey, written by Homer in the 8th or 7th century BC, has hardly ever been adapted for the big screen. The 1954 Italian film Ulysses, which starred Kirk Douglas and Silvana Mangano, is arguably the most well-known example. The Return, which was released in the United States in December, is based on the last part of the Odyssey and stars Ralph Fiennes and Juliette Binoche, both the Coen brothers' 2000 comedy O Brother, Wyatt Though, and Greek director Dio Aggelopoulos' 1995 film Ulysses Gaze, which stars Harvey Keitel and examines a filmmaker returning to his native Greece, draws inspiration from Homer. Over the years, a number of filmmakers have adapted Homer's work for the big screen, notably German filmmaker Wolfgang Petersen, who was nominated for an Oscar, and the Coen brothers, who won an Oscar. Brad Pitt and Orlando Bloom starred in Petersen's 2004 film Troy, which was based on Homer's The Iliad. Despite earning $497 million worldwide, it was the most commercially successful version of Homer and was much criticized for its poor translation of the plot. According to Pitt's 2019 interview with the New York Times Magazine, he was disappointed with the film and decided to focus on quality stories for the remainder of his career. In an interview with Women's Wear Daily in early December, Hathaway confirmed the casting. "I'm feeling so many things about it that I'm not even sure how to express them. I'm very happy about it, and I'm not sure how to express it," she remarked. "I'm a huge fan of Chris and Emma Nolan, and I can tell you from personal experience that being accepted into their universe is one of the finest places you can be. Being invited twice seems like something, but being invited 3 times felt like great, so I never allowed myself to wish for that. To be really honest, it has made me feel emotional. It gives me the impression that I'm doing things correctly." Nobody has said which role Hathaway or any of the actors might play. Penelope, Odysseus' wife, is the most significant woman in the source material, along with Athena, the goddess of wisdom who watches over Odysseus. On July 17, 2026, the Odyssey will be released in theaters across the United States. If you like this video, make sure to check out the OKTV Today's YouTube channel, where we have hundreds of videos like this. If you want to see our newest episode, make sure you subscribe and click on that bell so you'll get notifications.